Firewood Fridays, episode 3. Turns out the cherry that we put in the basement in, I believe the first episode that was, not gonna last us, unfortunately. Still cold temperatures overnight and even during the day, as you can see. So it's just not gonna pay off it's not gonna last us, I should say. So basically I gotta come out here and try and cut some more stuff. And the cherry, honestly, it's a little too wet. It doesn't heat up the way I was really hoping it would, and stuff like that. So we have some ash down here that was that other tree that I cut a while back. It wasn't part of the Firewood Fridays, but it's well off the ground. So I know in the next few days or something it's gonna rain or whatever, so I gotta try and get this in beforehand. And this ash should be dry, you know. It should be, from my understanding, ash you can burn is standing. You can cut it green and burn it because it is a low moisture tree, to my understanding. So this one has fell, and we're gonna try and cut this and fill the basement up with more wood, and then hopefully this is the last time that we have to do this, because this is kind of a pain having to come out here because we don't have enough wood. Now next year we won't have to do this, and that is a deep hole. It's a deep trench to try and, I'm about to drive through it. So we're gonna see if we can get this tree out of here, and I believe it's right down here, and this could be a lot harder than I was anticipating. Thick briars right here. Little change of plans here. I was gonna try and pull it out, but there was like a bunch of trees in the way, and I'll show them to you right here. That one right there wasn't too big of a concern. It's not very big. This one here was a lot bigger, and I really hate to, you know, cut down a perfectly good tree just so I can get a log out, and then to pull it out that way I would have had to take this bigger one out here. So it was kind of a lose-lose. So the best thing that I could think of, in order to not have to do any of that, was cut it into sections that I can probably, you know, lift it out of here and just carry it up there, which, yeah, it's a lot more work, but at the end of the day, we're not cutting, you know, perfectly good standing trees down, and I really don't, you know, want to be doing that because we don't have to do that. So I'll get these out of here, get them cut up, and we still have that one down there that we could potentially cut up. I know that one tested a little bit on the wetter side, but there again, ash is a little bit, it's a drier, less moisture content tree in general. So I think I may be able to get away with cutting that anyway and throwing it in the basement. It can't be any more wet than the cherry that we have already. So I don't know. We'll see how much this gives us. This is probably gonna give us at least a load or more. definitely a little bit of work involved with doing that when we do have the equipment. But there again, tough spot, and it's only 5 logs. We'll make do. And on top of it, it's definitely nice stuff. Quick and easy pile. They're all halved. We obviously got to split them quite a bit more times, but quick work. Ash is pretty easy to split, in all honesty. One pretty good sized load here and a little bit left, so this will be kind of minimal. I could always cut. There's another one over there, but I'm not sure really on that one. It may have poison and stuff all over it. I don't know. Could look into it to get one more load. And I think if we would do 2 full loads, it would definitely last us. I mean, it's March now, obviously, so it should last. Thought I'd give the 4-wheeler a new look too. If you're liking the Firewood Fridays series, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because it definitely helps us out. And also, we got tons of other content on the channel as well, and you don't want to miss that. So be sure to check that out. Everything's picked up here. It actually came out to be more than I thought. Came over here to this log that I pointed out earlier to try and cut some. And especially due to the fact that there's no bark on it on this section. It's definitely wet, so we're not going to cut any more that way. Tried cutting some down there, same thing. And you can tell it's definitely wet, and it's wet even in the center. That one's pretty good, and this one's pretty good for the most part. I'll probably take that one anyway, but this is probably all we're going to get from this one. Like I said, there is some more down there, but I think this is going to be good. We do still have some of that cherry left in the basement, so I think we should be good to hopefully get us through the rest of the winter. But I don't know. Hopefully. That's it. We're heading back. I'd say that's a pretty good stack. This is what we got left from the cherry, and there's a decent amount here yet, but you know, obviously not enough to get us through the rest of the time. So hopefully what we have today will. Pretty good pile it ended up being in here. There's a bunch of cherry right down in here, so I could probably mix that in with some of this drier ash, because the ash looks pretty good. So I'm really hoping that this will get us through the rest of the winter, and quite honestly it should. I don't see why it wouldn't, but I thought that with the last time that we cut, so clearly I was wrong about that. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I guess we just have to go out and cut again. So that's gonna be the end of Firewood Fridays, episode 3. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.